Alright, what's up guys? It's your boy G back again, and as you can see from the title of the video, today we're going to dive into Cyberpunk 2077 and I'm going to break down everything you need to know before you buy it. But first, let's roll the intro. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action-adventure game set in Night City, a sprawling megalopolis where power, glamour, and body modifications are everything. The game is being developed by CD Projekt Red, who also gave us the impeccable The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which I still haven't beaten until this day. Not for lack of trying, I just really don't want it to end. There is actually a rumored crossover between the two games in The Witcher 3, and I hope they expand on that in Cyberpunk. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I will play it for you here now.
As soon as I'd left you and Yen on the Isle of Avalon, I found myself pursued. Eredin and his Red Riders were on my heels. I fled through many worlds, many times. They came very close to catching me once. It was then that Avalok appeared, out of nowhere. He found a portal and took us to a world where Eredin couldn't find us for, perhaps half a year.
The world where Eredin couldn't find you. What was it like?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
People there had metal in their heads, waged war from a distance, using things similar to megascopes. And there were no horses. Everyone had their own flying ship instead.
Siri, stop fooling around.
Told you wouldn't believe me. We should have stayed there.
The world that Siri is referring to with people with metal in their heads could potentially be Night City. A background Siri Easter egg would be awesome, and I'm expecting it to be paid off. In the game, you'll play as V, a mercenary outlaw going after an implant that grants immortality. It's one of a kind, so it can be said that the stakes are as high as they can be. V's playstyle, skill set, and cyberware are fully customizable, and all the choices you make in game will serve to shape the story and the world around you. A large portion of the game centers around the hunt for Alt Cunningham, the most legendary net runner of all time. The hunt won't be easy as she's dead, but her consciousness lives on the web. Along the journey to find Alt, you'll be guided by Johnny Silverhand. Silverhand is embedded in a biochip in V's brain and is played by Keanu Reeves. Keanu isn't the only big name in the game, as it also has Grimes playing Lizzie Wizzy, a singer turned cyborg. Biochips and cyborgs aside, let's get into the combat. Night City is a home to a bunch of not so nice people, and as V, you're going to have to deal with them as you see fit. The game is going to deliver a ton of different ways to dispose of enemies, from your fists to bottles you find lying on the ground, knives and katanas if you're planning on being a cyber ninja, and 3 classes of guns. The possibilities are endless. Yes, you did hear me right, guns will come in 3 classes, which are Smart, Tech, and Power. Smart guns shoot homing bullets that follow targets, Tech guns have additional capabilities, for instance they can pierce cover, and Power guns are mainly street level weapons whose skills and abilities come from being modified. All of the weapons will feature various quirks when used, such as handguns that heat up bullets to be able to shoot off a cyborg's arm, or one that speeds up bullets so the longer you use it, the faster and more deadly it becomes. Some weapons also have an alternative firing mode. The tech rifle, if collapsed, can pierce through cover or bounce bullets off the wall with ricochet. Cyberpunk 2077 will feature 9 different classes of playstyle, which are Cop, Corporate, Fixer, Media, Netrunner, Nomad, Rocker Boy, Solo, and Techie. Cops are lawmen whose career skills include perception, athletics, interrogation, street knowledge, and brawling. Their special ability is authority, which gets people to do what they want either through respect or fear. Corporates are business people who deal in bribery, blackmail, sabotage, and assassination. Their special ability resource allows them to leverage corporate perks such as cars and security. Fixers are deal makers, middlemen, fences, smugglers, and information brokers. Their skills include forgery, intimidation, persuasion, and picking locks and pockets. Their special ability is setting up a street deal. Medias are journalists whose special ability is credibility. Special ability is credibility. That is... That's funny, I'm sorry. Which enables them to convince people of truth of terrible scandals. Honestly, I don't even know what this class is going to accomplish in game, but you know, I would give it a chance just to see what happens. Netrunners are super hackers who use brain-computer interface implants to roam the internet and sell information. Their skills are hacking, programming, electronics, and cybersecurity. Their special ability is interface. Nomads are Mad Max-style scavengers. Their skills are driving, rifles, endurance, and survival. Their special ability, family, allows them to call on their crew for assistance, as long as the favor is returned. Rocker boys are rock stars whose skills include persuasion, seduction, street knowledge, and performance. Their special ability is charismatic leadership. Solos are mercenaries whose skills include proficiencies in multiple weapons as well as combat, stealth, perception, and athletics. Their special ability is combat sense, which allows them to sense danger, spot traps, and generally root out harm. Techies are tinkerers whose skills include knowledge of various pieces of technology, weaponsmithing, teaching, and electronic security. Their special ability is jury-rig, which governs improvised engineering proficiency. Be sure to tell me which class you're going to choose and why it's Netrunner. Cyberpunk is going to feature a very in-depth character creator with over 250 options. We're sure to see some interesting builds. At the beginning of the game, you're asked to choose between 3 life paths. You can pick between corporate, nomad, or street kid, and whichever one you pick will have a distinct prologue for you to play through, as well as have different dialogue options throughout the course of the game. You'll also be able to choose attributes, and you'll start with 5 skills, all with 3 skill points. The 5 attributes are body, intelligence, reflexes, technical ability, and cool. You're giving 7 points in the creator to alter your stats, but you'll only be able to max out a certain skill to 6. Every skill in the game has between 20 and 30 perk options, which are passive upgrades that greatly increase your combat ability. These are unlocked as you increase your character level and earn perk points. 2 other things that serve to give your character more depth are street cred and cyberware. Street cred is your reputation within the city, and you build this by completing missions and jobs for people. Street cred is useful for unlocking tougher missions as well as discounts in shops. Also, the higher your cred, the more access you have to fancy weapons and upgrades. Cyberware is a series of small upgrades that can be added to all parts of your body. Each body part has numerous slots for upgrades as well. Once installed, cyberware grants you new skills and upgrades. Some are passive, such as allowing you to gain health every time you kill an enemy, and some are active, such as giving you the ability to double jump. With all of these minimal upgrades, it'll be more than easy to tweak V's build to suit your particular playstyle, whether you're an upfront brawler type or more of a tactical shooter. Earlier, I talked about the use of melee weapons and how they could allow you a more stealthy option of gameplay. With the camera being in first person, I wouldn't doubt if Cyberpunk had some takedown-esque mini cutscenes, sort of like in The Witcher 3. With everything implemented in Cyberpunk 2077, CD Projekt Red isn't holding any punches. They're delivering a huge living city with an interesting story, and they're giving us the ability to drop a fully customizable character in it. I for one can't wait. Cyberpunk 2077 is scheduled to release November 19, 2020 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. A Stadia release is expected by the end of the year, and next-gen consoles are looking at a release next year. What are your thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then drop a like and be sure to subscribe for more great content like this. I can't wait to see you in the next video. G out.